Hello, and welcome back to the Long Dark Interloper Edition, Episode 3, where we need to manage this condition. We are not doing so well. We're down to 20%, and many of our clothings are starting to become degraded, but we can't even afford to deal with that right now because we need to eat. We need to eat and eventually sleep. But I'm thinking before we do, might be a good idea to break some stuff down. How long will it take to harvest these shoes? Now, are the boots I'm wearing really better than the shoes? They are better. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. If we harvested this, it would take an hour and get some cured leather. Don't really need that too much. We could turn sticks into tinder, but we have tinder. Got that, and our newspapers. We're not feeling well enough to read, and I need to save my calories for when we sleep. I think what we're gonna do, actually, so we've got a little bit of daylight left. Let's see if we can.
I think I need to lay down.
Yeah, we're gonna lay down. I just want to make sure that we can sleep as long as possible. 3 hours to break that down. Goodness. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Oh, I know. Do we have any bandages? We do not. So we don't have any bandages, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here to the workbench. We could make some hooks, but we don't have any line. So instead, nope, let's make, could make another torch. Ooh. Dang, that's... Yeah, you know what? Let's make another torch. We're gonna make one of those. Then I think we're gonna make on a regular crafting we can make a bandage in 20 minutes, or we can make 2 of them. Using the last little bit of daylight we have, now we can make some old man's beard wound dressing. So now we'll have some antibacterial bandages. And I think we're gonna make 2. Just in case we experience any kind of encounter with wildlife. It appears like it is getting good and dark, and we are significantly tired now. So here is the plan. If we're going to sleep for, let's say, 10 hours, we need 750 calories. And I'm sure the sun is going down. I imagine it's going to be, it doesn't tell us how long we have, but if I had to guess, I'd say less than an hour based on the ambient daylight. So we want to try to sleep for as long as possible. Let's eat some a can of banged up dog food. We're just going to have to smash the can. Sadly, we have no can opener. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Give us a little bit of hydration as well. And then we really don't have much else in the way of food. We're going to have to eat this can of dog food as well. I would have liked to have saved it, but we need to get our condition up as much as possible. How are we doing? 757 calories. I would like to have a few calories when we wake up, so let's drink a cold cup of reishi tea. And then from there we will hydrate completely. And now we should have enough calories to make it through the night. We're going to sleep a full 10 hours if they'll let us. And hopefully we'll get our condition up. I can already see it raising. That's good. We really need to manage our condition as much as possible now. This is where it's going to start to get very tricky. Okay, we're back up to 55%. Wow, we're incredibly dehydrated though. Let's drink. Take that off of our list of things we're worried about. And we are ravenous. So what we're going to do, assuming the weather is conducive, less than an hour of darkness left, we're going to go look for food. We have plenty of fuel to start a fire.
Man, all I can think about is food.
And we've got some extra torches. Plenty of torches, that's good. So what we need to do is we're going to need to hopefully find another deer. Let's look at our stuff that's curing over here. We've got maple saplings. The guts are at 27%. It's going to take a few more days before they are ready. And there's nowhere to fish here, so then our only option will be to make some snares, some rabbit snares. Now we're very heavy. I'm trying to see if there's anything at all we can leave behind. And you know what? I do believe we can leave behind some things. So let's go ahead and drop this can of fuel. And what else? What is the heaviest? We got a ton of sticks, which I want to hold on to. And we're going to use a lot of them in our fire, assuming we find a reason to make one. Water, I don't want to get rid of that. The boots are heavy, but we're not getting rid of that. Yeah, I think at this point we're just gonna we are where we're at. Planks, no. Okay, so we have a couple of options. We can we can leave, which I don't want to do yet. I don't want to travel unless I can get my condition up. And what we need is more food. Hopefully, if we can find one more deer carcass and get some good deer meat, we can get our condition up, hopefully, into the 60 or 70% range, and then we can leave. Let's hop outside and check the weather. If I can find the door, goodness.
Hey, my stomach is eating itself.
I could have sworn there's a door here. Here it is. Let's check the weather. I don't hear any wind. It's a light snow, but it looks very cloudy, and it is very cold. Very, very cold. So, we're not going to go far. So this pretty much makes our decision for us. That instead of going, because we could go up to the north, or I'm sorry, to the western corner. There's an area that usually has a deer carcass. I say usually, emphasis on that. That doesn't mean anything on Interloper. Make sure there's no animals. I see a wolf up there. Hopefully this ice isn't going to give us any problems. But we're going to check over here by the bridge because we can stay relatively close by. Wow, we're getting cold very fast. Let's see, I don't think there's any way to get up here, is there?
This cold is
No,
making my head feel
there's
thick.
not. So we can go check over by this bridge.
Okay.
Raw salmon, 1,100 calories. Oh my. That's a good find. Wow, I did not expect to find that over here. I hear birds. I don't want to get penned in over here by an animal.
So cold.
But I hear birds. I'm kind of hoping there's something down here because this is generally away from the animals. I hear the birds, I just don't see them. Oh, hopefully this won't be a waste of time over here. I mean, we got the salmon, so nothing's going to be a complete waste of time. That was a good find. That'll keep us fed. I would really like a deer carcass. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Okay, all right. Temperature is going to become a factor really quick. It's very cold out. Let's see if we can find a windbreak here. Help us out a little bit. The bridge is in fact broken. Now there's bears and wolves that frequent this area up there. I'm nervous about going up there, but if we start a fire, we should be pretty safe. There's a rabbit. That will at least distract any wolves that come across us. No, you know what? I think we're going to go back inside. It looks like the wind is picking up. I don't... Crap. There we are. We're going. Okay, we're going to run. Hopefully he saw the rabbit and he's not chasing me anymore. Come on. Stay away. There's the bear. Okay, the rabbit is running towards him. Hopefully he'll go off to the rabbit and leave us alone. Please go up this hill. Okay. Sounds like he's going after the rabbit, which is good. Hopefully we can... Nope. Nope. I hate to do that. I really do. But I'm not going to get attacked by a wolf. Okay. It's not bad. We found a big old piece of salmon. So we're going to have food. It's nice and warm in here with the torch. We're going to start a fire. And we're going to boil some water and make some tea. Maybe spend some time reading our book. I have a feeling, although I'm not 100%, I have a feeling that it's about to seriously snow outside, that we're going to be looking at a blizzard soon. But I kind of wanted to make a fire anyways to cook this salmon as fast as possible. Even if we're not going to eat it right now, we want to cook it. So we're going to make the best of lighting the torch. I kind of panicked. I didn't want the wolf to run up on me, though. I feel like it was the right decision to make. Either way, what's done is done. We're not going to second guess it. Let's get our fire going with the torch. There we go. So let's add some reclaimed wood and then a bunch of sticks. Okay, we can put this torch out now. And put it away. Alright, we're going to add some more sticks. There we go. And let's cook this salmon. Wonderful. I don't know if I want to eat it right now, though. Oh, and it gave us some lamp oil, too. I forgot about that. Yeah, see, fishing is where it's at. Get a lot of food and oil. But sadly, there's no ice fishing holes here on this map. Which kind of leads me to believe we need to start leaving this map. That we can't stay here. We need to get our condition up, which I'm going to manage our condition by making a bunch of tea. Let's see, we have 12 hours of daylight. 1,100 calories. Oh, that's just so good. All right, let's drink some hot tea. Get ourselves out of the starved state. I'm going to save the salmon for when we're ready to go to bed. Drink some more tea. Still feeling ravenous. We can make even more tea. We're just going to make a bunch of tea. And as long as we keep our calories up a little bit, our condition shouldn't deteriorate too bad. And then we can save the salmon for when it's time to go to bed. Let's see, we're using up a lot of our water with this tea, so we're going to have to make more tea as well. So we're going to keep drinking this tea even though we're not thirsty. There we go. Got that little symbol to go away. So our condition will kind of plateau here, which is what we want. Let's I'm going to add some more sticks. And we're going to keep making tea. Probably not going to drink it all right now, but, you know, it gets our cooking up, and it gives us calories on hand, which is what we want. And then we're going to boil a bunch of water to replace all the water that we've turned into tea. Okay, so we've cooked up all our mushrooms. Let's, we'll add some more sticks to the fire. And let's make a good amount of water here. Alright, so we're going to melt snow into 2 liters.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
So we're already back down to feeling ravenous again. There's not a lot we can do about that. I don't want to eat the salmon until it's time to go to bed. Which, to be fair, we're kind of already feeling winded. We might just take a nap before we press. Maybe. I'm not sure. Or we could just go. Let's see here. I don't know how the weather is doing outside. Let's count our calories. We've got 3 cups of tea and the salmon. And that's it. We're a little winded, but not bad. I think it's going to be time to go. I think we need to not stay here any longer. This place doesn't really have a whole lot to offer for us, so we're going to move to the Lonely Lighthouse is what we're going to do. So that being the case, we've got a torch that's almost burnt out. All right, let's take a brand with us. And then we're going to pick up everything here. It's going to be a little heavy. We're going to leave the coal, because like I said, we are going to want to come back at some point to forge our tools, and we'll need the coal here. So we're just going to leave the coal in the container under the bed. And it's not so bad in a wind block, but it's warmed up a little bit. That's a good sign. It's not warmed up a bunch, but enough. It still seems like the snow is starting to come down. We're going to expedite our way over to the lighthouse and make that our new base of operations so that when we're ready to leave this place, we have a closer kicking off point. Now, ideally, we'll recover a lot of condition after we eat the salmon when we sleep tonight. Again, emphasis on that is ideally. If we could find an eaten deer, that would be, or a ravaged deer, that would be even better. But I'm not going to hold my breath. The wind is getting very close to being strong enough to blow out my brand, which will also make the torch unlightable as well. Once the wind is that strong, there's really not anything you can do. What is that over there? It's a deer or a rabbit or something. Okay, so we're getting cold. We're going to have to manage that. So we're going to go into the lighthouse to warm up.
Right. I can't feel my feet.
The plan was to get there with the brand. Okay, let's put it down and we're going to light it off. We're going to light this torch off of the brand. Firewood. Very good. All right, the wind is picking up, so we want to get into the lighthouse before the wind blows our torch out. I hear a wolf. Darn it. Okay, so the wind blew our torch out, so we've lost our ability to start a fire without consuming another match. That's okay. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But at this point, the weather is going to keep us trapped here at the lighthouse for a little bit. So that's the way that goes. I'm not going to sweat it. There's nothing we could do about it. I wonder if... No, I feel like I checked this area pretty good. We will be able to open up that single locker with the pry bar. The odds that it will have something game-changing are slim to none. Looks like the rose hips have not respawned. So let's go inside. We got to keep our condition up as much as possible. Okay, so now we'll be warming up. Let's go check our locked locker. I believe it was up one more. And there it is. Come on, something good. Survey says not nothing. I had a feeling that would be the case. Now what we could do is we could spend some time breaking down these crates, but what I want to do, let's see, what is it? An hour and 30 minutes, 375 calories, but 6 reclaimed wood. We're going to do that. Actually, before we spend any more time doing anything in here, because we are warming up ever so slowly, we're going to lay down our items. So let's drop the saplings, and then we're going to drop the deer hide and the guts, so that they can start curing again indoors here. We could nap for a minute. We could drink a cold cup of tea. And then nap for an hour. Let's do that. We're pretty tired for 7 hours of daylight left, so let's regain a little bit of condition. Probably not much, but enough, hopefully. Enough. Yep, we got a couple percentages back. Little cat nap. Now it sounds like the wind might have stopped. Let's check outside and see what we're dealing with. It's not that bad. It's only -10 in the wind. And there's not much of a wind to speak of. It's -7 in a wind block.
Huh. Never thought I'd be dying.
This might be weather to travel in. What do we have? 6 hours of daylight remaining? I think we're gonna need to, I mean, not travel out of the zone. No. We're gonna wait to do that. What we are gonna do is we're gonna drink another cup of tea, and then sleep for another hour. Get our temperature up, get our fatigue level up, or get our rested level up a little bit, pass a little bit more time. Make sure the weather's not going to change. If it's trending, we want it to be trending warmer, not colder. Okay, let's check what the weather conditions are like outside. Oh, the snow stopped and it's downright warm. All right, this is good. So what we're going to do is we're not going to leave the zone yet. We are, however, going to check out a little place that sometimes has some goodies. Oh, anything in here? We just need to check every nook and cranny that we can before we leave. Now, there's often better stuff on the mainland. So hungry. But that usually includes wolves as well. the wolves during the day tend to move on to the mainland, and at night they tend to move on to the ice. So we're going to use that knowledge to our advantage and stay off the... No, no, no. Crap. Okay, all right. Yep, he's coming. So the deer is running at him, though. Hopefully that'll get his attention. Nope, the deer did not get his attention. Sadly, we have his attention. And we're backing up into this little cranny up here. And I don't know if he's going to lose attention on us or not. But we are almost at a dead-end point, and we're going to need to light a new torch. So let's put this down. No, no, no. Oh! No, the torch is out. Okay. We're kind of stuck on this rock here a little bit. We need to get off of the rock. Come on, off of this rock here. There we go. Okay. I don't know if he's going to follow me this direction. But there's a truck. I'd like to not have to light this next torch if I don't have to. I think we're clear of the wolf. Let's check the truck. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to want to get back to the lighthouse. Ugh, and of course there's nothing of value in here. I'm hoping to find a dead deer somewhere, is what I'm hoping to find. And unfortunately, not having much luck with that. So we kind of wasted another one of our precious matches. I mean, it's tough to call it a waste. It might not have been a total waste, but it felt like one. I don't know if it kept the wolf from charging. I was really hoping the wolf was going to turn around and bite onto that deer. But we are, at this very moment, down a torch. I believe this torch is completely ruined, so we're going to drop it. Well, here we go, some rose hips. Now we need to get back to the lighthouse, and we didn't even get to check the area I wanted to check because the wolf kind of scared us. So we're just going to keep looking around here for a deer carcass. All right, let's go back. It's been really good weather, but we are going to start to get cold now. That's our torch we threw down. Okay, so now we're getting a risk for hypothermia. I'm going to stay at the ready. Make sure I got that button for that torch keyed up and ready to go. I hate to do it, especially on a somewhat clear day. I feel like if we had the magnifying glass, this would be a perfect day to use it. There's a deer over there. I'm not going to go down there. I know that's a dead end. It sometimes has stuff, but I don't want to waste that time. What I wanted to do with this time was to check out this little place called Katie's Secluded Corner. Here, maybe we'll be able to get up the rocks this time without getting stuck. Hey, look at that. All right. So we'll just keep an eye out for the wolf. It's really not that cold out. There's the wolf going back the other direction. That's good. That's really good, actually. We needed that. Okay. So up here should be the secluded corner, which often has... Oh, a deer. That's what we were looking for. A deer, a backpack, a campfire, some firewood, pork and beans. Oh, this is great. Feathers. All good things. Okay, so first things first. We're going to light our torch. This is what I was hoping to do with the torch that I lit, was come up here. And then we're going to start ourselves a fire using the torch, tinder, and yeah, we're going to use the cedar firewood. Get this fire going, and we'll start thawing out this deer. So then we'll have some salmon and some deer meat.
One little fire.
And we'll hopefully get our condition managed. Condition's pretty low. We wouldn't survive an animal attack at this stage. So we need to be very, very careful to not get confronted by a wolf. And then we're going to go back to the lighthouse and stay the night in the lighthouse.
Perfect.
All right. Now we put out our torch. And we add some fuel to the fire. Let's go ahead and add the cedar firewood. And then some of these sticks. Get our temperature up so we're warming up. The deer is thawing out. What we're going to do is we're going to use the hacksaw to harvest this meat. And then we're going to turn right around and cook it. Right now. Okay, so we're warming up. The deer is thawing out. We're going to add a little bit more wood to the fire, get it nice and warm. Probably more than we needed, but we're going to make some water too. Although we don't really need the water.
Place to rest.
Gonna make some rose hip tea probably. Now while that's going, I'm gonna let the deer thaw out. I want to look around a little bit. I don't come to this area often, so I'm not sure what's usually here. I feel like I came here once a long time ago, but I want to make sure I scour it pretty thoroughly. We have a backpack. I don't see a body anywhere. More sticks. A lot of rabbits. This would be a great place for rabbit snares.
Oh, sure, I'm getting cold.
Looks like beyond the sticks, there's not a lot here. Well, the sticks and the deer. We did get some pork and beans, so we have a little more food to work with now. Let's stay by the fire. And we're going to make some rose hip tea. And then we're going to hydrate. We're feeling tired, so our weight capacity is going down significantly. All right, the deer is almost completely thawed out, but we're not going to wait anymore. It's getting late, so let's see. Is the hacksaw in 2 hours or our hand in 2 hours? Well, if it's going to be the same either way, let's use our hand and preserve our hacksaw. Okay. Let's do it. Let's commit.
Feels like
That'll warm
nondescript.
us up. Very good. Very good. Now, what we're going to do now is take a brand, as it is cold outside, and we are going to head back to the lighthouse. We're going to run as long
I just need
as
to
our
close my
fatigue will
eyes.
let us. Nope, and that's the end of it. Hopefully the wolves have not... I hear them. There's a wolf right there on the ice. We're not going that way. So instead, we're going to take the road. We're going to trust in the habit patterns of the wolves and trust that they are going to be on the ice.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, oh, not a sprained ankle. No. Okay, all right. That's fine. We couldn't really run anyways. When our brand looks like it's going to run out, we're going to ditch it and light a torch off of it. As long as the wind doesn't get too bad to blow it out. We're going to trust that the wolves will stay on the ice. And hopefully that deer I chased onto the ice will draw their attention. I do not want to have to drop this deer meat as a decoy. In fact, if I have to, I will likely use my emergency stim to sprint back to the lighthouse if I have to.
Smarts a bit.
I hear him out there on the ice. All right,
Ow.
there's the lighthouse. That's our salvation. Just need to get there. Our condition is really low. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to light this torch off of this brand. There we go. And at this point, if we run into a wolf, we're just going to have to wave our torch at him and hope for the best. But once we get down this road towards the lighthouse, we should be good. I think that wolf is eating either a deer or a rabbit. Yep, that was a rabbit. Oof. Boy, that rabbit is just screaming.
To escape this
That's okay though. That's okay. Sometimes they polish a corpse or a carcass off, and there's nothing left. Other times they leave a little bit behind, some guts or some hide. We will check that tomorrow, as I'm hoping to relocate. I think we have cleaned this place out. There's not much for us here anymore, and we need to be on our way. Probably we're going to take the Old Island connector through the number 3 coal mine and try to get to the coastal highway.
I'm so cold.
I think at this point our torch has run its course. There's no point in keep lighting it and burning any more of it.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
All right, we're hurt, we're cold,
That smarts a bit.
we're hungry, we're thirsty, all of those things. But I have some ideas and some solutions. So the first thing we're going to do is, before I forget, we're going to drop this carcass and these guts just so they can start curing overnight. Then we're going to, how much of that torch did we use? Not too much. It's still over 50%. Oh, I have more guts on me. Hold up. How did I make sure I don't have any more guts on me? Okay, now we're going to eat the salmon, as it is not in as good of condition as the deer meat. 1185 on the calories. Then we're gonna, actually before we drink all of that, we're going to drink some rosehip tea to get rid of our sprained ankle. That way we don't have to use 4 hours of rest to recover that. Okay, now we're still a little cold and thirsty. So we're going to drink a bunch of water till we are fully hydrated. And then we're going to try to sleep for 9 straight hours. Hopefully our condition will improve significantly. I love that. 46%. That's honestly not as much as I would have liked it to have improved. I hear wind. That's not going to be conducive to travel. I must have thrown down this cloth without meaning to. It's not good at all. We're going to have to find some ways to pass the time, but that's going to be next episode. This has been the Long Dark Interloper Edition, Episode 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun watching. As always, I had fun playing. Come back next time and watch us live another day, hopefully. But until then, take care.